Hi, Johnny Burgin here with another Chicago blues guitar lesson. Today we're talking about Muddy Waters with Jimmie Rodgers from 1951. That's the stuff you got to watch. And you know, I often seem to play this song a little too fast. It's actually a really nice groove, like about right there. That's the bass line part. I'll do that first. Here we go. Yeah! You know the girl you love will treat you right sometime. Yeah! Alright, so there's a lot going on in this song. I really don't think Jimmie Rodgers used metal finger picks. Any of you guys ever see him do that? But let's talk about these chords. This is all stuff that we've talked about in these lessons before. I just really like this song, and I really like the way there's some really interesting stuff that happens in the solo, where actually Jimmie Rodgers, the second solo, Jimmie Rodgers gets 2 beats ahead, and Muddy Waters waits, and it all comes back together, and that's like a real lesson in itself. Sometimes it's instructive to study the quote-unquote mistakes or irregularities or something to really see some more truth. So let's try this again. This song is like a real bridge between the Big Bill Broonzy, Memphis Minnie era and the era that Muddy Waters sort of ushered in with a little more electric, a little more drums, the sort of Chicago blues era we think of today. So let's try this again. Let's try making it real. It's a lot like Hey Hey Mama by Big Bill Broonzy. It's just simplified. But I like the way Muddy Waters simplified it. That's that V shape at the, I've got the capo on at the first fret, but it's like 4 frets up. I just moved it down 2 frets and back. It's 5, 4, and 5 if we're in F here. And the real trick is the percussiveness, you know, and that's where this comes in. I mean, look at the difference. Let's try it. That's not wrong, but it doesn't really have the bite, so I'm just really sold on these. Sometimes you can hear this. Then I play my A7s like this rather than this, you know, so you can give it a little tug. If you hit the A string too, that's part of the funkiness of it. It's okay. You hear that all the time, this kind of open fourth thing. It's subtle though. It's not like slamming it, but it's going to ring. That's okay. This is your A7th moved up 2 frets. You can tug this up if you want, just a little bit. I like the way it ends. It sort of lands dead in the middle of your F chord with your first finger on the hammer-on of the G string. First finger, first fret, G string. Don't do this. That's fine, but it's not folky like that. This is like house rocking. Notice how I waited till the last hit to come up with my finger. Well, the girl you love. Now I'm going to take my finger pick off and just try to get this nice groove. So when Muddy's doing his, you know, Big Bill kind of stuff, Jimmie Rodgers just try to get 2 strings each stroke. Let's try it. Here we go. I just love these basic things. This is Jimmie Rodgers' part here. strings each stroke. Or you might hear this. Or you might just hear. In fact, that's what you hear most of the time. And then. So from the 5, I'm just going to take this boogie pattern and move it up 2. That's great. First fret up from the capo and then second. Let's go real slow. Now let's try walking up. Well, the girl you love treats you right sometime. And then you got to get the chimes in there. That's your finger coming up as your thumb's going down. And then Muddy Waters starts playing the bass line, you know. And Muddy Waters is really harder, like, especially when we get to the end. When he does that, you know. It's hard to hear Jimmy in the background, but he's playing stuff like that. And then, I don't know if he did that. I hope that's helpful. Let's try it again. Let's say Muddy Waters doing the bass line. It's playing a lot of the stuff that he plays in Chicago Bound. I'm gonna try a little bass here. Yeah, yeah. And then da 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 da. He plays this. You can even just play the top part of the knife. That's a nice. Yeah. So during the solo, I find this so interesting. This is where you really see the link to Memphis Minnie and stuff. It's like when they do the guitar solo, they sort of change the pattern and they make it more exciting. Just like in songs like Little Walter songs, where they really, you've got this energy for the song, and then for the solo, they bring it way up. So let's try, instead of this nice smooth bass line, let's try, instead of that smooth bass line, let's try. It's almost, it's like jerky. Or, sorry. And then that sort of wraps it up again, doesn't it? Ah. It's not quite that jerky. That's almost like Houston Stackhouse and Robert Nighthawk jerky, you know, like that. But it's getting in that direction, and they're just trying to create like a rhythm against a rhythm, because the drums are like, you know, it's making it like, come on, you know, it's sort of bringing the contrast of the two rhythms against each other, creates some exciting friction. And Jimmy Rogers does, you know, he's switching into sort of quote unquote lead, stepping out a little bit. Then he plays this chord. Maybe this is where Sammy Longhorn got it. I'm going to the second solo now. This is where he waits 2 beats. 1, 2, and he never gets right. Muddy Waters just waits for him at the end. Or Bob Margolin once mentioned to me, and they didn't call it a turnaround, he called it a send back. So he waits 2 beats for the send back. You'll hear it. So let's try it again. I tried to play something Jimmy Rogers-y, and I waited 2 beats longer on this. And Muddy Waters kept his pattern and then waited 2 beats. So oh my God, it's so hard to play it with an extra 2 beats sometimes. So 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. That put extra 2 beats there. And then we're back. Crazy lesson. Crazy song, man. Let's just play it. I think the real challenge is if you're one guitar, how do you synthesize all this stuff? I love that Jimmy Rogers even puts that in there. It's like all the modern ingredients of the Louis Myers, Dave Myers, the electric playing of the 50s. It's all right there in 1951. It was like the beginning of a new day there. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, the girl you love treats you right sometime. Chain. Raise 5. Well, girl, no good. Don't you make no change. Girl, no good. Don't you make no change. I'm gonna try Jimmy Rogers stuff. So that was like a big mix-up of all the 2 parts. This chord, your 9th breaks. I'm just going down, up, down, up. And I'm switching between this and that to sort of get a feel for either the Muddy attack or the Jimmy Rogers attack. You've got the 2 ways of playing the bass lines, which happens a little later. Really listen to those 2 solos and you'll hear the way they totally change the feel and put these rhythms against each other to kick it up a notch. And that's, to me, that's really exciting. You'll hear Jimmy Rogers' beautiful chords in the background. And then this is 13, 13, 13, top part of a B flat 9th chord. And then I love that. They had this great way of coming down to the middle of the chord and coming up to the chord. And you might hear that raise. So this is, I love the mix of the Big Bill Memphis Mini thing into this like more streamlined way they had of doing it, and the more jump it's like a streamlined jump. So have fun with this song. I'll be back my regular time on Monday next week. Drop me a line with any feedback about this lesson. Share it with your friends, and hope to see you at a show. Thanks for watching, and thanks all you Patreon supporters, of course, as well. Your support means a lot to me, and see you next time.